Hello everyone, welcome back to FS25. So it's been rightly pointed out that this greenhouse here, the polytunnel, it's really not worth it. If we're not going to do rice seedlings, it is not worth collecting them ready to sell. We got about 4 months worth, quite a lot, half a trailer load, and we made just over £2,000. Really wasn't worth the effort whatsoever. So it's currently got 1,500 litres of water in it at the moment. We're going to let that consume all that, produce a little bit more, and then we're going to get rid of it. It's completely pointless for us at the moment until we can do some paddy fields. So we'll let that use the water, that will go. Second problem with the polytunnels is this is producing way too much for the preserved food factory to keep up with. We've got over 4,000 litres of stored onion, peppers and garlic in there at the moment, and the factory just cannot keep up. It only holds 480 litres of each, which is completely full, so that is another problem. So what I've thought is we're going to switch this small one and that large one around. We're going to have this one producing what we need to go into the kimchi. That can be set to distributing, and then the big one will change. As we now know, lettuce is worth quite a lot more than the peppers. So probably what I'm going to do, in fact, let's do it now. Right, okay, so the medium tarp one we've got set to cabbage at the moment. That's also got the lettuce activated. So we're going to deactivate both of those for now. We'll deactivate that one as well. We're going to set this to... What did we need for the kimchi? Let's just remind ourselves. So we needed peppers, onion, garlic and cabbage. Okay, so we actually need to put those cabbages back on. So where were we? Yeah, we'll activate the cabbages. We'll activate the garlic, the peppers. We need to change the output mode. There we go. And we need to do that with the spring onion as well. So those are set to distributing. Okay, that's good. We're actually very, very close to another lettuce pallet there. So we will activate that as soon as that spawns. We'll deactivate that because it's on 978 litres, so we might as well get one more pallet out of it. So this here, this is going to feed the kimchi production. That's the plan. Then the large one, I've run over it to it every time, and you don't need to, you can do it all in this menu. The large one, which has actually ran out of water, will deactivate the garlic. We'll keep it to distribute, and so it still goes into the kimchi production for now, but it is deactivated. We'll deactivate the spring onions and the peppers, and we will change that to lettuce. So that one there is just going to produce lettuce because that is worth the most. So there we go. So in this one we've got a few little bits. This one's going to be going, and this one will now just be producing us some lovely lettuce. Perfect. Okay, so it's chucked the garlic out there. Why has it done that? Did we want it to do that? Yeah, okay, that's fine. So obviously we need to go and get some water. So let's just jump in the voucher. I have downloaded a mod, and I will just show you the mod. I'm guessing it's probably quite a popular one. I think a few people have got it, but it's a lizard mod which has got a selection of trailers, and there was another water one in there. So it's this one here. It's 10,000, but you can have 7,000 to 200,000 litres of water. Good thing about this is it does milk and water, which is absolutely perfect. So we wouldn't go with a crazy unrealistic amount. So it does only do 7,000 litres or 200,000 litres. We're not going to do the 200, so it would be the 70. But that's great because it does milk. So when the time comes, we will definitely be getting that. But for now, let's just hook up to this one. We'll go over to our pond. We'll do a couple of quick water runs. Then as soon as we've done that, we've got our money to discuss what we're going to do with it. We had a little bit of a vote on the last episode to see what people thought. I think we've got an outcome, so we'll just do this and then we'll go through what we're going to do next, what the big plan is. So that is the greenhouses and the mushrooms sorted out. So the remaining bit of water we've got in here, we will just give to the water buffalo and the goats, and then once they're done, we'll just hop out and have a little look, see how they're all getting on. They look happy. We've got a few in there now. Oh, the water buffalo took all the water actually. So let's just have a little look. We've got bigger and smaller ones in here now, but they're looking fantastic. They're growing really, really well. They look really happy, which is nice. And it's not at full capacity. So when we do have the available money, we can get some more. There's currently 17 in there, and we can have 31. Very nice. We've got 9 months, 5 months, and 3-month-old water buffaloes in there. So let's just, here's our construction site. The less said about that, the better. Yep, here's our goats. We've got quite a few goats. They're looking great. Let's see if they've produced any more milk for us. It is slow at the moment because they are only young, but there's no, that's water. I was going to say there's 361 litres of milk, but there's not. So let's just have a little look and see how they're getting on. They've got just over 200 litres of milk for us, and we must remember to get those some water. What's going on here? Ah, yes. Anyway, let's jump back into the voucher. So, last episode we sold quite a lot of stuff. We serviced this tractor and we got a decent amount, nearly £100,000. So we had sort of a little bit of a vote going on, and what we're going to do, we are going to purchase a new piece of land. We are buying plot number 9 over here. So I do want to own 9, 7 and 6 eventually, and 8 as well, but we're starting with this one. It is the smallest, but it's what we can afford at the moment. So it's a lovely little plot. Unfortunately there's not a harvest on it at the moment, so we won't be able to take advantage of that, but never mind. But you do get quite a bit of this land here with it as well, so we will be taking some of these trees out. We'll be making money from those in the sawmill. Probably be getting rid of this building here because it's not really big enough to do anything with. Nice spot to put something else though. And then of course we've got a lovely flat field to work with. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing with this chunk of money. Also, what I'd like to do is, there was another really good suggestion about leasing a production point. And I'd love to do rope because it seems to be worth so much money. So we need cotton and wool for that. So my thinking is, if we can do it, obviously we need to buy the land first. I'm not too sure. I'd like to knock this building down, clear some trees, have a nice area for some sheep. They can be producing wool over time. Then when the time comes to do some cotton, we'll hire the required machines, plant the cotton. We'll then hire the machines again when it comes to harvest time. by that time, with a bit of luck, we'll have loads of wool and cotton, and then we'll lease the rope production, and we'll see what it's all about. I mean, rope is worth a serious amount of money. It's worth about £13,000 per 1,000 litres, which is crazy. So yeah, I think that's the plan. Obviously, we are a little bit short of money at the moment. We need 120,000 for that plot of land. Then of course we would need more money for the sheep, but we are making money a little bit easier now, and the more things we get down, the faster we're going to make money. So to do that, we are going to take out a loan, but that is completely normal. People take out loans all the time, and we will repay it, as we have proven with the previous loan. We've paid the majority of it back, and eventually, as we progress and make lots and lots of money, there will be no need for loans. So let's just go and see the banker. It's going to be a substantial loan, but we will 100% pay it back. So realistically, let's see what we can borrow. I would like to go to £180,000 loan. There we go. So we've got 228,000. It seems big, it really does, but honestly, it would not take too long at all to pay that back. So let's go ahead, purchase that piece of land now. Let's have a look in the sale. Nothing really there. So yeah, field number 9. We would love to buy that. It's actually 108,000 now. Very interesting. It was 119 in the previous episode. Just to compare that to this one, which is 182, and that one's 225. So yeah, I don't know why it's gone down, but that's absolutely excellent. That's great for us. So there we go. Let's buy our first piece of land. Wonderful. Great. So let's head back over there. First thing we're going to do, we're going to knock that building down. Oh, it's just over here. Yeah, we'll knock that building down. We're going to take out some of those trees. Obviously they can be used on our sawmill, which is fantastic. And then we'll see if we can get some sheep in straight away. We need to get on it. If we're going to lease the production for a day or two, we need to have a decent amount. So let's just go into construction, and let's see if we can take this out. They might actually give us a little bit of money for it. And there we go, just under £2,000. Apparently that is 17 months old. I'm not too sure about that. I mean, they definitely didn't treat the wood. It's fallen down. So yeah, let's get rid of that. We'll take that, thank you. Wonderful, that's gone. So we've got this little space here. We've got trees all along here. We might have to hire a mulcher potentially, because there are a lot of bushes and all sorts of rubbish around here. So what I think we'll do, we'll cut some trees down. Be nice if let's just have a little look on the map, actually see exactly where our boundary is. Yeah, so there's a good bit of land here. It does sort of come right down here. So I am going to take a few trees down, and yeah, let's do that. We'll create a space. We might need a mulcher, and then we'll get some sheep in. Okay, so we took a few trees out there, not too many at all. I'm just looking for the stumps. We're taking this out with the lumberjack mod. That is a really, really nice mod. It is so helpful for taking out tree stumps. We have hired a stump grinder before, but it can just be a little bit of a pain. For the big stumps, it really does seem to struggle. So yeah, this is much, much nicer. So there we go. I'm pretty sure that was all the stumps. But we'll just get this tree out the way. I will clean these up and take all the bits off, and we'll get them over to the sawmill a bit later on. But for now, they can go there because we don't need to do anything with that field just yet. So yeah, as long as we've got all the stumps, I'm pretty sure we have. We've got a nice area there for some sheep. So I think we should pop over to the shop. We can just go up here, a little shortcut. Let's hire that mulcher and let's clean up that area. So let's just find it. I'm not too sure where it's going to be. Okay, so I think this is the tool we need. I've never actually used one before, so this is going to be a completely new experience. But for just under £700, we will lease it. So let's go and pick it up. I think I know what it does, but I'm not sure. So let's pick it up and we'll find out. If not, well, it's cost us £700, but we know. Okay, so we'll just take this little shortcut down the small cliff here. So let's just turn this on and we'll see what happens. Could be a complete and utter waste of time. Let's get it lowered. Turn it on. Is this going to do? Yeah. Is it? Yeah, I think it's working. Let's just have a look. Or maybe it's not. No, I don't think it is working actually. It is, but it's not. It is taking up some of the ground, but the ground that it is taking up, I didn't really want it to. I was hoping it would take away all these bushes and rocks and, well, not the rocks, but yeah, that's not having the effect I thought it was going to have. So there is pretty much no point in that. There we go, that's £700 down the drain. Realistically, I guess what we could probably do is just run a mower over this with the real mower mod, and that will take all those out of the way. I probably should have done that in the first place, to be honest. But never mind, that is what it is. So we'll return that. Yep, waste of money. Let's get a mower. That's what it's all about, though. It's all about learning. So the cheapest one will do. This will do here. We'll just put that on the front, I think. We'll get that leased. Another £700. Let's go and pick it up. Hopefully we can do a better job of it this time. Okay, moment of truth. Have we got the right machine for the job this time? No. Well, this is not going very well. I thought that was going to take those out with the real mower mod. Ah, well that's a big waste of money. At least I'm making the mistake so you don't have to, I guess. You could say that. So let's just be doubly sure. Yeah. I don't think there's any point in editing stuff out like this. I think you should see it, see the mistakes. So yeah, never mind. That's having no effect whatsoever. So let's just return that as well. Completely pointless. It's a shame. I would like to get rid of these bushes. They do just make a little bit of a mess of it. Surely you wouldn't need the chainsaw on a bush, would you? Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. We can take this out with the lumberjack mod. But I would like to take some of these out as well. They just look a little bit messy. So anyway, I think what we'll do, we'll get rid of this one here as well. We'll place the sheep pasture It'll be a dynamic one again. Obviously, we don't actually know if it's going to go in. There do seem to be a lot of problems with restrictions on the maps, so this may all be for nothing. But let's get the tractor out the way. We've got another one there right in the middle. Of course we have. But we've cleared a nice enough area, so let's just get rid of this one as well. Really not worth cutting this down properly and putting it in the sawmill, because it is just completely worthless. So yeah, we'll see if we can place it. It may well be restricted. It will be extremely annoying if it is, but let's give it a go anyway. So right, let's get into construction. We're at sheep already, so is it gonna let me place it? So it will. I did see it. I saw the price pop up. I'd like to get it a little bit closer if we can. Okay, so it's going to let us place it there. It's just whether we can do anything with the fence or not. This is a little bit risky, so let's just try it. There we go. We do want to customize the fence, of course, so it does let us go that way. It will let us go over here. It will let us go over there. Okay, so we might not have too much of a problem here. So let's just try. It will let us go all the way up there, which is great. So yeah, all we can do is try it. And there we go. There's that restricted, but it's fine. It is fine. It still lets us come a fair way back. Of course, we can't go all the way because some of it isn't owned by us. And there we go. See, there's the first problem. So why would it let you place that there if none of this is owned by you? See, that's just very, very silly. We can delete the last segment though, so let's don't give us none of that restricted rubbish. No, we don't want any restrictions. Okay, so it doesn't seem to want to let us go too far back. But it's okay, it's dynamic. We will make it work. No, don't be restricted. Stop all that. Yep. It's very frustrating. What is that all about? There we go. Okay, so I just did have to move the fence a tiny little bit. Do we want to plant it? Yes. There we go. Perfect. So let's just have a little look. So it's not exactly what I had in mind. I thought it was going to be able to go a little bit further back, but that's okay. It's making use of land that we normally wouldn't. It goes up here, which is pretty nice. We will get rid of this horrible looking tree. They are one of the worst type. I really don't like them. Perfect. Okay, so these bushes aren't too much of a problem, not really. So yeah, let's just see how many sheep we can actually place in here. 28. Okay, that's fine. Right, so what do we go with? When sheep produce wool, when can they produce wool? Because, of course, that is what we're after. They eat grass and hay. Well, we do have a little bit of hay stored up. So, there's no real price difference between these. So, I do like the look of these ones here. I think they look pretty nice. Let's go with some 3-month-old. Do we go 3 months? Or do we just go 8 months? Then they can start producing straight away. Let's go 8 months. Let's not mess around. We took out this loan for a reason. And we'll go straight to... We'll go to 20. Perfect. Lovely. Okay. So we need to get them some food and water. Alright, first load of water going into the sheep. There's two trying to get up that hillside there. Hope they're not making an escape plan. We're not going to put food in here just for yet because I would like the meadow to activate and get them to feed off the meadow, of course, because it is nice and free. So we won't give them anything just yet. And just like the goats, they hold practically no water at all. So the goats are low on water, so we'll head back there. We'll put the rest of this in, and then we'll be taking this water barrel to the shop to sell it, because we are going to buy that blue one that we looked at earlier, as that is for milk and water. So a nice little upgrade there on the water container. Okay, that's the goats topped up. Perfect. So we'll just dump the rest of this into a greenhouse, then we'll go and sell it. We'll take it directly there because we should get a little bit of a better price with a bit of luck. I'm pretty sure the one that we're getting is near enough the same as this, except it holds 1,000 litres more and it is blue. But yeah, to me it looked the same. In that pack of trailers that we downloaded, it wasn't just the water container. There were a couple of other trailers in there as well, which we will be having a look at as soon as we get there. It would be interesting to see how much they're worth compared to our little one now. If we could get a little upgrade, that would be perfect. So let's take it there and we'll have a little look. Right, okay, let's see what they're going to offer us for. I'm pretty sure we paid about 17,000 for this. So we should get a good chunk back, but let's find out. So they're going to give us 12,500 back. Lovely. So we're not going to repair that or repaint it. We'll just sell it exactly as it is. Perfect. So let's get back into the water containers. We're buying this one here. So yeah, it is exactly the same. We're going to go for the 7,000 litres, which is perfectly normal. Lovely. So we just made ourselves £2,000 there, and that can do milk as well. So let's just have a little look at the other trailers that came in that pack. We need to find grain trailers. Here we are. So if we go right to the bottom, we've got these two here. So they're £30,000. Not going to buy either of them yet, but they do look pretty nice. They are some very nice trailers. I like that. That looks very, very good. You can change quite a lot of it. But yeah, they were in the pack as well. So that is pretty nice. There's some nice mods coming through at the moment. So let's go and pick our new water container up. Lovely. I'm not sure why we just got a minus 26,000 for a construction cost. That's a little bit random. That must have been for that pasture that we put down a little bit late in a pairing, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of. Right. We'll take this back. We'll just have a little look. And then we may advance into February. And if we can, I'm pretty sure that is the time for cotton, which would be perfect. Because we can get straight on the road to creating rope. So yeah, very, very nice. I'm confident. I hope this is going to be a very, very good money maker for us. And if it is, we'll be able to pay a bit of that loan back straight away, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. So I will just move those trees out of the way in a second. We'll get them off the field. We might dump them on the neighbour's field maybe. Or no, we don't want to do that. We'll just dump them here on the side. So let's just head back. I'm pretty sure everything is okay. We've got no weeds on any of the fields. They're all fertilised up. The productions have water. By the time we come back in the next month, we should have a few little more bits spawned as well. So yeah, that would be lovely. Let's just make sure the sawmill has got plenty of wood in it for the overnight crew. Yep, 10,000 litres. And there we go, that one has gone. We'll see if we can drag another one in its place. We've got some more trees to come over here, so we might as well get rid of them while we can. Well, it's got 13,000 litres in it, so it's not going to take that just yet. So let's finish for today. We'll get into January. Let's just have a little look at the calendar. Yes. So next month is the plant and season for cotton. Now, I have never planted cotton before, not in FS22, not in any of the FSs. So going to be completely new to me. So I'll just do a tiny little bit of research and see exactly what it is that we need to lease. Good morning. It's snowing. No Walter. He obviously doesn't like the snow. So I have had a little look. We need to lease a planter. But other than that, really, we don't need to get anything too special for now. Obviously, at harvest time, we will. But at the moment, we don't. So the sawmill has produced a little bit more. Lovely. And it has got some plank longs in there as well. So is it going to take that tree? Yes, it will. And we will just move another one in there as well. A little bit glitchy. Let's put that there. There we go. That'll sort itself out. Lovely. So we've got lots of lettuce, which is perfect. That's great. That's a nice amount of money there. Lovely. This is just what we need. Some more kimchi. And we've got a little bit more lettuce here, but this is what was here previous. We have switched this now. So let's just have a look at this production, and hopefully, yeah, there we go. So I think that is much more balanced by having that smaller polytunnel feed this. That is definitely a better way to do it. So we'll just get them in there out the way. Okay, wonderful. So I've had a look at some planters. Where are we? Here we go. So I'm just going to do this one here. Obviously, it's not a massive field. It plants exactly what we need. It's the cheapest one, but it is going to be the cheaper one for us to lease. So there we go, 2,500. I think that is definitely worth it. So I'll go and pick that up right quick. We've got some seeds at the shop, so we can use those. We bought them a few episodes ago, and we've just left it there. So yeah, we need to keep a little bit of a track of it to see how much this is all costing us, but I'm really confident this is definitely going to be worth it. So far we're at £2,500 leasing cost. There it is, our new planter that we've leased. I thought we had a bag of seeds here, but clearly not. We obviously used it, or we took it back to the farm. So we will just get one of those. It does do fertilizer at the same time, which is perfect because I didn't actually check that, but I'm really glad that it does. That's really nice. So we'll get it loaded up with some seeds first of all. There we go. Only holds 330 litres. We'll head back, get the fertilizer in there, and then we'll get straight on it. Not sure if you should do it in snow. I don't think that's the ideal time, but we don't care. We're doing it anyway. So yeah, it looks lovely. The scenery looks absolutely lovely. And there are our sheep. They're looking fantastic. So let's get back and we'll get it filled up. Okay, so we have got seeds in. That's set to cotton already. We've just put some fertilizer in, so we'll get this done quick as we possibly can. And we can get it returned to avoid any leasing costs that we don't need. So let's get it unfolded. That's pretty nice how it unfolds. I like that. We'll get it lowered. There we go. We don't want the ridge markers on. Let's we'll put GPS on for sure. GPS is always great. We'll do 2 headlands. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So let's actually get in line with it for a start. That would be good, of course. So it should be turned on. Line is activated. Let's go. Oh yeah, and that's nice. That is really nice. We can clearly see where we've been there. So this is a pretty nice planter. Very nice. The snow, it's like we've got cotton already. So yeah, it's not using too much seed at all. Doesn't do that anymore. So yeah, very, very nice. We'll be able to unload this and get our seed and fertilizer back out at the end. So we'll just fly through this. It's not going to take too long at all, but this is all on our road to creating rope, which I'm really looking for. So let's get it done. So there it is, our first ever cotton field planted. Really nice. So we'll just finish this last little bit here, then we'll jump out. We'll see if it needs lime or anything. I'm not too sure if it does. Yeah, really happy with this because the sheep and this field are two big steps to being able to produce rope, which is perfect. There we go. Alright, so let's just jump out. So it says it needs rolling. We don't care about rolling. We can't do that at the moment. Weeds are growing apparently, but we will catch that next time around. Also, 100% fertilised. Lovely. That's great. So other than a bit of weeding, we shouldn't have to do too much more with this. So the trees that are on this field, I have just piled up there. I will sort those out before next time round. Get them cleaned up. And we'll just create a nice pile somewhere rather than dumping them on the edge there. So yeah, let's just go back, unload this and get it returned so we get no more charges. Also, we need to check next month. Hopefully the grass on field number 2 will be ready to cut, but that is something that we need to look at. So let's just take this over here. We don't want to dump everything in the middle of the yard as we tend to keep doing. Let's reverse it in there and we'll unload it in there. That seems like the neat and tidy thing to do. So from here the grass on field number 2 looks great, but I'm not sure if it is ready or not. So let's unload everything. There we go, fertilizer and seed. Perfect. So let's just dump that there. We will get that returned. Where is it? Yeah, lovely, excellent. So hopefully that was worth that. 2,500. So let's just go into the cotton harvesters. I know this is going to be expensive. Yes, so we are going to have to lease one of these. It's going to be a big cost, but as I said, the rope is worth a lot. So hopefully there is going to be some really nice money in this, but we won't know until we do it. But that's the whole point of it, trying out new things. Excellent. Okay, so we have got quite a few bits of produce to sell. There is a lot spawning at the greenhouses and the sawmill, which is lovely. We've got 2 crates of kimchi as well, so that's good. So we will be able to get some of the loan paid off shortly, but I'm not going to do that now. But anyway, that is it for this one. We've got lots and lots to do in the next one. We we have got lots of jobs to do, and we should be able to make a decent amount of money, as well as sorting out all the trees that we've got piled up everywhere. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.